Welcome back to Lucore Automotive Services. Today I'm working on a 2017, I think, High Sierra. It's actually got a transmission shudder, and we're doing a transmission flush. Basically, we're draining and refilling the transmission like 4 times and changing the filter, dropping the pan, which I just got the pan off, and the inside of the pan looks great. I'm going to put a new GM filter on it because it's $10 less than buying one from Napa, and one of my other parts stores didn't even have it. Probably just too new of a vehicle, I suppose. But there's actually a TSB for this problem on a lot of GM vehicles, and it's a problem with the transmission fluid retaining water. And it's on a lot of vehicles. Cadillac, Chevrolet, GMC, passenger cars and trucks. Basically the CTS, CTSVs, ATS, CT6, Camaro, Corvette, Silverado, Yukon, Denali, basically everything that GM makes that's any good. 2015 to 2017. 2015 to 2017. What is this TSB? Bulletin number 16-NA-175. Service data. These are a really good thing to look at when you have abnormalities. This one is for the condition of some customers may comment on any of the following conditions: a shake and or shudder during light throttle acceleration between 40 and 80 miles per hour. Steady state driving when transmission is not actively shifting gears. A shudder feeling that may be described as driving over rumble strips or rough pavement. A shudder feeling is evident in both drive and M7 mode. So, yeah, that's it. So we're going to do the first step in trying to solve this problem. Moderate shudder, which is changing the fluid and filter and making sure that it's flushed out with good quality new transmission fluid. We're using Valvoline. I've already got about 14 quarts run through it. I decided to drop the pan, check the pan, put a filter in it, and keep moving forward. I looked the part up, so it should be the right one. Someone's already given this one a test flight. It's been opened and taped back closed, so somebody probably needed a deep pan gasket. This is a shallow pan. Hey, looks like what I need. Yay me. Hard to believe that's $40. Well, let's put this pan back on now that we've got our new filter in there. It's going to be a challenge. Really nice having impact gun with torque settings. Not a cheap one. Not a cheap impact gun, but I use this thing every day. Really like it. It served me well. The second one of these I've had. My last one lasted 5 years. I thought that was pretty good, considering how much gravity hates me. I kind of wonder how much this squished pipe affects power and exhaust flow. I remember we used to cut those out of the W bodies, the old, no, the F bodies, the Pontiac Trans Ams and Firebirds. Around the 2000 era. So I'm using my Mighty Vac to pull the fluid out of the trans pan. I did that 3 times, and then I refill it with a pressure pot Mighty Vac, which these things are pretty handy since GM did away with dipstick tubes. So you got to service them from underneath, right over here where the dipstick tube would go. There's a fill port. So let me go get some fresh fluid, fill this guy up, and wipe him down. Mighty Vac. Except it's not a vacuum pump, it's a pressure pump. Basically a weed sprayer. Engineers didn't make this easy on us. Let the pot do its thing. There I go. I'm going to throw about 7 quarts of fluid into this, which is what they call for on a pan drop and filter change. And then we will, I think I got hit. Then we will bring it up to operating temperature and pull the plug. But I also have to do an oil change, so I'm going to drop the filter and oil out, change that at the same time. Just a little basic maintenance. One of the things we do here at Lucore Automotive Services in Plain City, Ohio. There she blows. Splatter in the face. Struggling today. No magnet on that guy. That's too bad. I like the dipsticks with magnets on them, especially when you pull a oil control ring out on the end of the dipstick. That's always makes for a good conversation with the customer. Let's let that drain. Wicks. And no, I didn't put that on as tight as you think I did. Maybe zip dang. It has lube points on the tie rod ends. No way. It's never been touched. It's actually going to need brakes. It's only got 15,000 miles on it. But you can see how the brake rotors are rusting into the, oh, maybe you can't see it. I don't know if I can see it on that. So that's like a 30% loss in braking efficiency. That pad goes all the way out to the edge. A little crusty. Rear rotors are doing it too. This truck sits a lot. It's only got 15,000 miles on it. It's in good shape. Tires have plenty of tread left. There's no dry rot on them. It's looking pretty good. Let's go ahead and drop that plug. It's a little cold. So the directions say you want to have your transmission fluid temperature between 95 and 113 degrees. We're at 70, so we're close. It'll be enough for me to take for a drive and then get the fluid warmed up and then just pull the plug one last time. And this thing will be done. I can finalize the bill and take this back to Steve. I actually picked this one up from his house, drove it in the shop, took care of the maintenance, and I'll be dropping it back off tonight. Sometimes when that's convenient for me, I can make that happen. Sometimes I can't. But just one of the added bonuses we do for our customers here at the shop. Thanks for watching. Click like, subscribe, leave us a comment below. Have a great day.